So, like every amazing, well documented road trip, this is starting out in the car, and of course, I am the backseat princess I was born to be. Now, I have no clue how to recall the name of British highways, so I'm just gonna say this is one of the roads from Nottingham to Devon, and we made a mandatory stop at the Gloucester services, which apparently I wasn't blessed enough to have experienced up until this point, and I feel like it's some odd English milestone you have to pass. Like, oh, sorry, you haven't been to the Gloucester services, you can't sit with us. But anyways, we arrived in sunny Devon, and that is Olive. Olive is literally me after having one too many matcha lattes. Now, I think such an important stage in friendship is to visit each other in your family homes. Now, my friends have come over to Malawi and I felt understood. And just like that, being in Devon made me truly experience the British countryside. You know, the one I pictured as a girl in Southeast Africa reading Jane Austen, the slower side, the anything but London side, and the sitting in the sun drinking Aperol spritzes, or if you're sober like me, homemade elderflower cordial. Thank you, Emma's mom. And soaking in some much needed rays before we all kind of gathered around like the interracial family we are to watch The Parent Trap, which, by the way, is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Ugh, don't mind me, I'm just pretending to be in a Vogue interview right now, showing the world my nighttime routine, which literally is just micellar water at this point. Oh, okay, anyways, went to bed, slept and woke, and then started our Saturday off with parkrun. I don't know if that's starting it off right or wrong. You get to choose. Now, I used to hate parkruns. I would get so competitive with dads pushing their strollers, but running with friends around this like beautiful National Trust site called Killerton took the competitiveness right out of me. And I'm going to be really English right now and talk about the weather, but oh my goodness gracious me, the weather. Like, not a cloud in the sky, #blessed. Okay, anyways. After the run, we met the rest of our friends at this vintage store with a cafe that made me feel like we were in Friends. This is my jam, by the way. Like this, I love this. If you ever want to keep me occupied for hours and hours on end, stick me in a vintage store. Like, I cannot wait until I'm at a point in my life where I'm financially able to absolutely ram my house with these gems. And there's a cheers with a standard soy latte. I definitely caught something on camera here that wasn't meant to be heard by the world. Now, I had a little moment in the car where I was just picturing I was Ed Sheeran when he was all like, I'm on my way driving at 90 down those country lanes. Okay, anyways, it was time for brunch. These two were on avocado duty, and I was literally in awe of the aga. Like, kitchen appliances are one of my weaknesses already, and suddenly I want to ruin my bank account to obtain one of these things. They're just like so Little Women, Pride and Prejudice. It's a need, not a want. And once we laced up on Converse, apparently, we were in sport mode. And hot girl walks are my favorite. Especially when I'm told that there's a beach on the other side of the rainbow. Like, I was told there would be a pebble beach. Now, I've never seen one of those with my raw eyes. I'm used to the white, sandy, tropical, you know the vibes. The closest thing I've come to seeing a pebble seaside town is watching Zoe Suggs vlogs in 2015. And okay, that sentence made me sound like I don't still watch her vlogs. I do. We love Zoe. Nothing prepared me for how cute this is, though. Like, this town, village, place. Like, are we kidding? The pastel buildings, the sea. Who knew England had that shade of blue? Oh, look at the girls. They're so cute. Anyways, we were also told, side note, that Timmy Tim, aka Timothée Chalamet, walked this very path while filming the Wonka movie. I can't even speak today. Also, Emma is so organized. She knew that we had to have scones, Crimea River, I don't know how you pronounce it, when we were in Devon, right? So we baked some fresh in the morning and she brought them to the sea with us. How cute. Oh, and prior to this little snack break, I always thought that English people were so silly, being all like, jam first, it's cream first, it's jam first. But y'all, it actually makes a difference. Trust me, we tested and compared, and cream won by like a mile. So do with that information what you will, just don't shoot the messenger. And while we enjoyed a little bit of the heat, we tried not to get bit by the seagulls that were also after our scones. And then we got ice cream. This is my first ice cream of the year. I am so ready for summer. I got the vegan salted caramel, which was more ice than it was cream. And I get it. I went for the vegan option. It was the consequences of my own actions. I was just trying to protect the environment. We took a slow walk home and it was time for the main event. It was Emma's birthday dinner, which is basically why we all came down to Devon to celebrate her beautiful life and all the people that she's sharing it with. So grateful to be a part of her story. But we got dressed, and I think it's safe to say that the boys and girls clean up real nice. After a lot of persuading, Pulkit, Chloe and I forced our way into the kitchen, and we were on final touches duty for all the little canapes for tonight's event. And I don't know how we've come so far into this vlog without me mentioning how good we ate this weekend. Like, leave it to Emma to prepare feast after feast after feast. She is Ottolenghi. Ottolenghi is Emma. There is something so special about putting on a cocktail dress, full face of makeup, black tie, to then go into the garden and have a dinner party with your best mates. Like, I would 1000% choose this over any ball or gala or... Oh, actually, no. I take that back. I would take the Met Gala over this 1000%. Anna Wintour, if you are watching this, hi. If there's room for a struggling singer-songwriter on one of your tables, let me know, girl. I had this moment at dinner where I kind of looked around the table and I was like, whoa, we are literally in Emma's family home with her parents celebrating her 23rd birthday with people that she met during a COVID pandemic. Now, I'm not going to say it's frightening, but the fact that I met all of these people in the first year of uni and now I'm about to depart from uni itself is just a little bit frightening. Okay, I use the word frightening because what other adjective am I meant to use to describe this experience? Like, these are the people that I am dragging out of my uni experience, and I am so glad that they are them and I got to meet them, if that makes sense. I got extremely lucky in the friendships that I made. I didn't have big falling outs. I didn't have she made it in with the wrong group, like she lost herself at uni. No, I was just so lucky and blessed with the most genuine people ever. And part of me wants to think that these were the consequences of the pandemic, the positive consequences, if that's something we're allowed to say out loud these days. I just think we weren't bar hopping or clubbing. We were literally stuck in our rooms, forced to socialize with each other. And there's only so much small talk that you can have in a room the size of a matchbox. I think it's safe to say that we bonded real good.